How racist are you?
Oh, no. His ass about to say, I got a couple of them goddamn at the house. You feel me? That's what he finna say, but watch.
I think that everyone's really, really biased. So I'd probably say 5 or 6.
I think we're all...
A 6? No, he's a crazy person.
How racist are you?
Between a 3 and 4 of racist?
Yo, what does that even mean, bro? Like what the fuck?
I would say 4.
A 4, just because I think that there are things that I'm ignorant to, so it's not that I sit here to be racist, but I think that there's just things that I still need to learn.
Like, I definitely feel like I could have better thoughts, like the initial thoughts, and like try to unlearn a lot of things, so.
I'm a 1 due to accidental racism.
Now, give me an example of accidental racism.
I'm Filipino, and sometimes I will mistake some people for like different Asian races.
For me,
That's not bad.
because I'm Asian, I definitely will acknowledge, like, there are times where I'm like, damn, like, my people really be doing this.
Growing up in like an Asian household, it's more like...
Why you say it so casual? My mom do that say she's like niggas, man.
Like, we discriminate against each other. It was always just like, oh yeah, you know, if you're Chinese, then you're like cheap with like money, but you have money. Korean, then you're gonna be someone that's just kind of like put yourself above everyone else.
Is this true? Why is he saying like so casual, bro?
Super stuck up.
In my Vietnamese household, I feel like Vietnamese people, they're a little bit more judgy, and so everywhere you go, there'd be things like they would point out, and so that's why I started noticing that too.
Well, sometimes I'm making joke myself as being an Asian. I can do this, right? Something there was a better driver I see. I'm just saying. I think she is a female Asian driver. I can say because myself is that.
How racist are you?
I can say it because I'm a...
Towards my own race, probably like a 5.
What? I was like, what is her?
Your own race.
I'm Asian and white, so those are the 2 races I usually pick on.
I'm Latinx. I was born in Mexico. Like sometimes I meet other Latinx people and they tell me like, you know, some situation. I'm just like, oh yeah, that's such a Mexican thing.
How racist are you?
Well, that's not like...
1 to 10.
She finna say a fucking 11 just to break the scale of nasty ass.
What's your number?
Consciously, I want to say 1.
I mean, I would say like a 1.
See, bro, yeah, bro. She wanted to say like 8 or some shit, bro. Like
Probably like 1.5.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
1.5 is crazy.
How racist are you?
1.
You're confident in that number?
Yes.
I feel like saying 1 is almost ignorant of all the unconscious biases that I probably carry.
Yeah.
So
See,
But
bro,
if you're a 1, you could say.
See, bro, he keeping it a stack 50 million. Everybody else just capping.
Hey, you're.
I try to actively work to be a 1.
There you go. See, look, that's the first real answer we got, bro. Except for that one lady who said she hated everybody equally. I don't know what her ass said. She's somewhere.
Ideally, 1.
Ideally.
Hopefully not anything more. Actually, probably around that too.
How racist are you?
No. His ass about to say, I got a couple of them goddamn at the house. You feel me? That's what he finna say, but watch.
Probably 2.
Shit, I judged the butt by its cover. I'm sorry, bro.
My mom was pretty broad-minded, and she made us broad-minded. We had plenty of contact with everybody. There was Hispanics and colored people and...
See, bro?
Orient.
Which one is worse? Colored people or people of color? See, colored people just sounds crazy.
Panel people, and I know the words are all changed now, so everyone gets pissed about their little things.
How racist are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
I hope I'm not a 10. I feel like that's a question for other people, not for me.
Have you ever said...
Okay, let me hear this. Or
done something racist?
I'm sure I have. Like, microaggressions are a part of life, and
She just came out and said it.
What's a microaggression?
I mean, just saying things that you don't understand in the moment that can be harmful or hurtful or, you know, perpetuate stereotypes.
What's the most racist thing?
She did some, not her, the past girl, she did some fuck shit. She called it a micro. Nah, she said or did some fuck shit, bro.
Never done.
Maybe just like move to the other side of the room when I see someone, or just like have like a racist thought in my head, and I'm just like, oh, why did I think that? You know?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how racist are you?
Factually, Black people do not have the structural power in the United States to be racist.
Racism comes from people in power in a position to have authority against those that do not have that power and that authority. Someone who identifies with the minority community, it is not possible for me to be racist. So I believe that to an extent.
I mean, is it racist to like be racist to racist? I actually don't believe that Black people can be racist.
That's a great fucking question. That's a great fucking question.
I don't know, bro. Like, there's still a couple.
Hey, that's that one nigga from the video talking about he a model, bro. You ain't no fucking model, bro. Look at this nigga. You ain't no model, nigga.
Like hesitant moments with around like white people especially. I'm predicting how their behavior will be because of the color of their skin, which is like definitely racist.
Yeah,
but
that
like,
is.
It's a reaction. It's a reaction rather than like I hate those people. It's like I hate that those people probably hate me. So. Yeah.
I grew up around a lot of Latinos and Blacks, and they always told me, they were all like, yeah, white people's the enemy and we should avoid them. And I always just had that kind of mindset, you know?
I realized that the anger was hurting me more than anyone else around me. So it just took a lot of self-reflecting, figuring out where that anger was coming from, and then, just learning to control it better.
There are
That's good.
natural biases, especially when, you like are a person of color, because you, in essence, want to protect yourself. And there's a lot of things that have happened to you and people you know.
But I would say that I feel like I am very biased sometimes, or that I group people and I like kind of go along with stereotypes.
A Black person can be racist to a Hispanic person. A Black person could be racist to Pacific Islander. I can still be prejudiced and hurt somebody, so I have to be aware of that.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how racist are you?
I'm gonna go with a 4, just because of
Bro, what is a 4? Like, everybody's saying 4. What's a 4?
ingrained shit. Lived in a small town, moved to the big city, and learned a lot. So
I mean, understandable, but what is a 4?
How racist are you?
Maybe like a 5?
I feel like 5 is a safe number for anyone to start at, and then you can work yourself.
I think that everyone's really, really biased. So I'd probably say 5 or 6.
I think we're all...
A 6? No, he's a crazy person.
Racist, given the society we live in and the way racism is ingrained in us.
There's a lot of shit that I learned consciously and subconsciously that takes a while to know that is happening, and then a while to really undo what's happening.
I was raised by like Catholic white parents. I can't help that. Like as a child, I learned certain things that like now living in a very progressive city, I would like highly disagree with.
What's the most racist thing you've ever done?
I used to work retail, and my managers on the walkie would like tell me to customer service certain people, like on the walkie.
What does that mean?
Like their descriptions were just cringe. Like.
And you like participated?
Yeah. Once.
Ooh,
On a scale of 1 to 10, how racist are you?
The furthest negative that you could possibly believe in.
I don't think I'm racist at all.
That's valid.
I'm gonna go for 0, but I do think sometimes, like, if we're not aware, casual racism occurs.
So I don't really.
See, she's trying to make it seem better for herself. I've never just been casually R-word before, you know?
You notice people's color or really hold any judgments.
Some people just like have like a culture and like a way of thinking where they don't realize they're playing into like stereotypes.
I think a lot of people have some type of like internalized racism, so I don't think anyone is really like a 0.
How racist are you?
Intentionally racist, I would say 0. There have been moments where I've said something ignorant and was corrected. One of my friends at the time was like Egyptian, and I like made an assumption that like one of her gods were a cat. She just didn't respond well to that.
Oh my God. She called that motherfucker a pharaoh. What the fuck?
I feel like you should reevaluate your number, maybe.
Oh no.
Yeah, no,
How
actually.
racist are you?
I try my best to be close to the 1-2 range. Sometimes
1-2.
stereotypes will pop up in my head. That used to make me feel really guilty that I would think these stereotypes.
Like
but then
what?
I learned that being anti-racist isn't just not having any prejudices. It's in fact recognizing when they pop up and dismissing them and knowing that isn't true. That's just a stereotype. That's just a prejudice.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how racist are you?
But I think everyone has that internalized biases, so I'd say I'm maybe a 2.
Maybe a 2 or 3. 3.
I will give myself a 3.
A 3 because I'm not active enough with it. Wherever you grew up.
Wait. What do you mean that? That's crazy.
Kind of, I'm not gonna say you can't help it, but you're kind of fed things when you're little.
I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect.
And I recognize that I am a white person and I have a lot of white privilege and I've benefited a lot in my career and in the world from the color of my skin. And I can't say that I haven't at some points enjoyed reaping the rewards of the colors of my skin.
Growing up in a small town that was predominantly white, I think there's a lot of unconscious bias to be mitigated and caring more about seeming like you're a bad person rather than just genuinely being a good person, whether you get credit for that or not.
What's the most racist thing you've done?
I don't know if it's me being racist, but it's me being in the face of racism and being racist back. So I was in Turkey in 2020 during China virus, and people wouldn't let me on public transportation because they thought I was Chinese. So I would just tell them I'm Korean. I would just pick a different race whenever. I was like, "Konnichiwa, I'm Japanese," and they'd be like, "All right, come on in," So
You were playing on their race.
What is he?
Yeah.
Actually, then.
What's the most racist thing that's happened to you?
I've been called a wetback.
Oh my God. Why she said it so casually and so strong. She was so passionate.
Flat out, I've been called the N-word.
How'd that make you feel?
Hurts, Just to be judged.
I had a police at the mall pull a gun out on me when I was a kid with my nigga Alex. That counts. I don't know if it counts.
Immediately off of the color of my skin.
When I was a kid, the neighbors used to not play with me because I was black, and they would play with my brother because he was light skinned.
What can people do
That's
to
tough.
dismantle their own racism?
That's a personal journey. As a black man, I'm not here to educate you, but there's plenty of resources out there. I would say look inward in moments where you feel uncomfortable, lean into that. Ask yourself, why do I feel this way?
All of these
Y'all take notes, man. Take notes, man. You spend facts.